Yo, thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. It's January 10th, 2026. Again, hope you're having a great day, a great night, wherever you may be at. And let's get started. Cathie Wood keeps low profile in 2026. Again, Cathie Wood has been really quiet since the beginning of 2026. Although it's only been 10 days into the new year, but one cannot help but notice the ARK Invest CEO not showing up as a headline in crypto circles. Until a few days ahead of December 31st of last year, Wood was out shopping and staking up her favorite crypto stocks like Coinbase, Nasdaq Coin, and Robinhood Nasdaq Hood. However, so far her firm has not increased its positions in any of them. Wood buy the dip mantra. Wood's purchases in 2025 often coincided with dips either in the broader crypto market or the or the individual stocks, either in the broader market or in the individual stocks. In fact, one of her last purchases in 2025 was in a couple of crypto stocks that were sliding down. On December 16, Wood raked up around $59 million worth of shares across categories. Among the purchases were $16.3 million worth of shares in $10.8 million in Coinbase Circle Internet Group and about $5.2 million in the bullish. ARK has also picked up about $17 million in Tom Lee's Bitmine Immersion Technologies and around $9.9 million in CoreWeave. That's CoreWeave again. All the crypto stocks were experiencing a slide that were unrelated to Bitcoin's then price. In fact, Bitcoin was relatively stable while crypto stocks tumbled. Wood's bold Bitcoin predictions Wood has been a crypto bull for quite some time. However, it was one of her recent appearances on NBC that made big headlines. Like any other analyst, Wood had also made a bold prediction for the king of crypto. Bitcoin would reach 150,000 by 2030. At one point, didn't seem that difficult to achieve, especially when Bitcoin touched 126,000 at the beginning of October 2025. However, after the infamous October 10 flash crash, even Wood's optimism wobbled. On November 6th, Wood appeared on CNBC to share her firm's revised outlook for Bitcoin in 2030. ARK Invest lowered the price target from 1.5 billion to 1.2 billion dollars. However, Wood didn't attribute the change to the flash crash event. Instead, she explained the rising popularity of stablecoins as the main reason. Later, she added that the price performance of gold was also a catalyst behind the change in predicted target. Wood's 2026 so far for Wood 2026 didn't begin with flashy crypto purchases. However, she picked up a few other stakes while dumping a few others. As per Cathie's ARK, an online tracker of ARK's invests trading activity across funds, some of her recent purchases included tech stocks, Broadcom, it's called AVGO from Nasdaq, Aviation, Archer Aviation is ACHR from NYSE, and then Machinery, Deere and Co. Again another stock from NYSE, and then Biotech, Beam Therapeutics, again Beam from Nasdaq, Intelia Therapeutics, again NTLA, and others. Although Wood has not made any crypto purchases, she did share her crypto outlook for 2026. In a recent podcast, Wood discussed that last year's market volatility and crashes that defined crypto. However, she expressed optimism for the coming days. Her confidence was renewed mostly on the hopes of a higher institutional adoption of crypto and increasing regulatory clarity. However, it was also pegged on the belief that President Donald Trump was not going to sit and be a lame duck for the last years of his second term. He wants to have one or two more productive years, Wood said. She predicted that Trump, along with crypto and AI, Caesar David Staggs, will be ensuring that the regulations are in place, especially with the de minimis tax exemption. As per this provision, all small transactions in crypto that are between $200 and $600 were not attract tax liability. Another thing that Trump would do, as per Wood, is start buying Bitcoin for the country's strategic reserve. As for her own buying activity across crypto stocks, it is still in the dark. Again, thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, let me know what you think. Follow me on Instagram, the Studio 11. Follow me on X, the Studio 2020. I like to say Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you on the next one. Hope you're having a good rest of your day.